Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls, and happy PaizoCon Day 4 to everyone.
Oh, it's still going.
It's still going. We got some fun PaizoCon announcements. I don't know, PJ, if you saw this, but the alignment damage is being replaced with spirit damage now that we're getting rid of alignment.
I saw that. It's spiritual instead of positive or negative or good or evil, which I think is just cleans up so much. I'm like,
it's what I house ruled it to already, basically. Because, like, beforehand, if we weren't going with the house rules, Zoe, McKenna, Sarah, and Matt, and PJ, and good damage would only affect evil creatures. Evil damage would only affect good creatures, and there's, like, a whole mishmash of stuff. Yeah. It's just simplification.
Also, the cool thing that I saw, centaurs and minotaurs are going to be large size by default, but you can take a heritage for centaurs where you are a pony centaur and you are medium sized.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Comat helped design those, Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of game designers in like the circles here now. It's really nice to see. And, like, people are doing stuff. We'll get in to all of that in a minute when we do, like, some people introductions. But first, our announcements. This Wednesday, we are down a McKenna, we are down a Shy, and we are down a couple other people for the Wednesday night show. So we're going to be rerunning episode 1 on our Twitch channel.
Oh, we can do that.
We can do reruns now. We've hit that level.
It's like actual television now, yeah. Except without the annoying things.
So we're going to rerun episode 1 of the first session. If you all want to see things get moving for this first campaign, come and check it out. And that was like a little hint to the plot. Next up, on Friday, we of course have the Astral Calling. Our party finds themselves in an alternate universe with an alternate Eevee. But no one else in the party because everyone else has died. How will they get back home? How has the alternate Eevee processed all of this and seeing their friends return to them? Join us next week.
Why is alternate Darius not present and never was apparently?
And why is there one less person registering as not from this universe as there should be?
Yeah.
Join us next week.
Among Us.
And find out. It's going to be fun. Then, Saturday, we return with Salt and Sorcery. We're back playing Solasta. Crown of the Magister. You got Will, you got Calf, you got Chad, you got Matt. We're going through a creepy castle dungeon. Last week, 2 weeks ago now, we murdered a very attractive vampire. And I feel sad.
To be fair, we tried to steal her stuff.
Yes, we did.
Well,
that was the first NPC that cared that we were stealing stuff. All the other NPCs, we could rob them blind. They wouldn't activate. As soon as we opened one chest with this vampire, she's like, "Oh, that's what you think you're doing."
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like, literally throughout this entire castle, like, we talked our way out of combats. It was like, yeah, you don't have to fight us. We're just here to get one thing. We're on our way out. We'd loot the room. No one would care. We did that for 3 major NPCs.
And we got an achievement for talking the vampire down. But then...
you continued to rob her and she attacked you again?
Yes.
Well, no, we entered the room, talked her down. She's like, oh yeah, go upstairs. And then we're like, all right, but we're going to loot this room first. And they're like, oh, you thought?
Stop.
Is that what you thought?
So we managed to do that. Garl has a beard. If you want to see Garl with a beard, come and check out that show.
Belt of Dwarven Kind works on women in the game, which was surprising.
Speaking of surprising, this Sunday we are going to be off with Stardew Sunday, but I'm going to be doing a little single-player game for some fun times. It's just come out, actually. It's called... It is called Above Snakes. It's a Wild West zombie survival game.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Cool.
You get to, as you like collect resources and things, it builds up a bar, and then you actually get to build the map physically yourself. You get to expand the world. It's very cool. Then, of course, on Mondays we have the Strength 1000 AP, and to introduce the people in this lovely channel show tonight, we have Matt. Go ahead, and why don't you start our introductions?
It's me, everyone. Hello, it is I, Urbanoff, at various places on the internet, here to lead this group of ne'er-do-wells and wonderful people through the Strength of Thousands adventure path for PF2. Just because we're excited to have him back, I'm going to let PJ come to the front of the line. PJ, introduce yourself and who you're playing and where you're from.
Hey everyone, my name is PJ. You may know me from Nat 20 Productions, as well as a few bits from Queen's Court Games. There's a lot of other stuff in the work. I don't know if we're going to say what we're doing afterwards, but I know there's stuff I have for Q Times and a bunch of other surprises that I'll tell you about later. And I'm bringing back a little good old boy you haven't seen in a while. So Benji's going to be coming back for at least today. We'll have some fun.
All right. And speaking of small, cute, and with, a decent amount of fur, McKenna, your character, not you specifically.
Thank you for clarifying, Matthew.
Yes, humans do not have fur.
It depends on the human. Hi, everybody. I'm McKenna Ray Tynan of McKenna Ray Art on all of the www.places, mostly TikTok. I do the art for this channel, and tonight I am playing Avi, the Nyctera rune witch, and her familiar Agate.
And speaking of other players who often bring their own little party with them, Will, who are you playing tonight?
Hello, I'm Will, also known as Tabletop Rolls on the internet. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And tonight I am playing Igora, Gama, and Choco, the traitor. I'm in danger.
It's a pretty cool title.
Oh yeah, PJ, you missed a lot of character development.
Missed a lot of stuff.
for the large rooster.
And speaking of those draconic.
Yeah.
Speaking of those who often can be in danger because they deal with a poisonous substance, Sarah, who are you? And who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Sarah Margaret. Big Red Cat Pictography on the social media stuff. Quite obvious why that is for some reason. Ignore the cat licking himself in the background. Very rude. I'm playing Charlotte, the Anati toxicologist. Yes.
And last, but certainly not least, because they probably have saved us more than we can mathematically actually figure out due to the all constant +1s and now +2s and +3s if we roll really well, it's Zoe. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose, and I'm playing Ophelia. She's our Whisper Elf Bard and our resident +1, +2, +3er.
Yes, +3 indeed. And that is all our character introductions out of the way. Will, why don't you go ahead and roll that intro? I do apologize. We don't have a guest starring or returning. Benji, I didn't have time to modify the intro back to include everyone. So
we have the overlay though.
Weeknights.
We're back.
What's free time? What is free time?
That little bit of period before you go to sleep while you can watch a role-playing game playing on your tablet while you brush your teeth.
Oh, no, I just play Tears of the Kingdom until I pass out.
Yeah, that, and sometimes I just dissociate on my phone until the white noise puts me to sleep in my brain.
That too.
But speaking of the opposite of white noise, last time when we touched base with our group of lore speakers. They had successfully led a uprising. I was going to say rebellion, but an uprising in the town of Jula to free it from the rule of the terrible Knights of Abednego, who had taken prisoners and occupied the jail of the Vacant Eye. Just all around terrible people, and they were never very pleasant about it. But thanks to some excellent kind of work on the ground, rallying some key citizens in Jula, and then storming their kind of base in the smugglers' caves underneath the alehouse, the town was freed. You guys rescued the father of your student, and you started the journey back to the Ruins of Bloodsalt to pick up your students, grade their papers and check their things they've been doing while you've been gone, and then heading back to the Magambia. Along the way, there were some interesting developments. Two of the party, Ophelia and Avi Avi, attempted to contact the missing and increasingly mysterious Kiara via the message spell, which somehow got transformed into the commune ritual. You were able to ask, I think, 7 questions of what seemed to be an emissary of at least a minorly divine power now, which unfortunately seemed to leave you with more questions than answers.
Also about 150 less
yes,
gold.
It was discovered that Igora found that 150 of his gold had seemingly been taken as toll for the ritual.
Go watch that clip if you haven't. It is.
Will got immediately angry. Despite the fact that you guys have a lot of goods to sell. Honestly.
It's the most expensive sending I've ever cast in my life.
Yeah.
It wasn't anger. It was cursing the.
Oh yes.
It was cursing Mercedes, and then no, it was Kiara. Okay, Kiara.
It was fully neither of their faults.
They said there may be excess fees. You're trying to put your sending too far.
Yeah.
You didn't get the special roaming package.
Sending carrier before.
You guys are not in.
Really have to put those as somebody's got to talk to the sending stone community.
Oh, it's a disclaimer. Really, real tiny on the bottom there.
You really don't want to try the customer support for this area. It's not good.
Oh, God.
Staffed entirely by demons. They just scream at you.
Oh boy.
Look,
I mean, devils you could work with. Devils you could work with. Yeah. At least you're talking to a real person, though, not just like a golem. But angered by this involuntary donation of funds, Igora decided to cool his head and stomped off into the jungle alone. He had already dismissed Gamma for the evening, and a few minutes into his walk, he heard a sound, turned, and was surprised to see a shape that resembled Gamma kind of approaching him through the foliage. And then a voice just spoke from the darkness. There is something you've forgotten. And we are going to zoom back in out of the little recap thing to this. And a shape strides from the foliage, Igora. It looks identical to Gamma in this light, except as you look at it, some important differences become apparent. The image is mirrored, which is not, important, but that's what I did. And he seems paler and kind of less well taken care of. Like, you keep Gamma out, you feed him, you let him soak in the sun and everything, you keep him hydrated. This one seems there are patches to his hide. His eyes are sunken into his head. There's kind of an ethereal, kind of unhealthy kind of light glimmering in them. And not pictured on the picture, but there is also a metal ring pierced in his lower lip with a little gold medallion dangling from it. You don't recognize the medallion.
Well, that's a little excessive.
And he, this thing is just stalking toward you, unblinking, eyes fixed on you, and just kind of growls in a voice that sounds very much like Gamma, but much more kind of bitter and angry. Long have I waited.
Do I need to do this tonight? Does this have to...
Igor
tilts its head at you.
Just
He's just resigning himself to his fate. Like,
Just
bring it
alright.
on.
Come on. Do we have to do we have to do this tonight? Is this something that we need to do at this immediate moment? Of course it is.
Death is inevitable.
Yeah.
It's a matter of when and where.
Roll initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you, Em.
I hope you appreciate the name I gave it, Will.
I do.
All right. Yeah, so we are going to go to initiative. It does seem like, obviously, like outside of the fact that we're rolling initiative, it does seem like this froggy creature is tensing up to attack. So what are you going to do, Igora?
All right. Well, first things first. Igora is going to 5-foot step to here,
Okay.
and then Igora
You've
is
been
going.
given a hero point, Will. FYI.
Igora is going to haste himself.
Okay. I believe that's your whole turn.
That's my turn. I'm getting ready. This is the thing. It looks like an evil Gamma. I'm not going to try to resummon Gamma because I have a feeling I just won't be able to. So I'm going to do this one on my own with good old classic Frog Maga.
It steps to there, and it is going to lash out with its tongue attack.
Ew.
25.
I bat it away.
All right, second attack. Nope, 19. That is unfortunate. It seems to be trying to get the measure of you. Give me a quick perception check, Will, just outside of combat.
Sure thing. 20.
20. Okay. Your move.
All right. Well, seeing as this thing is this, and I am hasted, I'm going to step, and then I'm going to stride.
Are you just running away, Will?
Yeah. Igora doesn't face his problems.
Uh-oh.
Could or could not be smart.
So are you, like, you're hasted, so how, like, what's your, okay, movement?
That's where I get to.
Okay.
My goodness. He just
Will,
went full
refusing
on.
to make this interesting.
I'm just going to kite this thing around a tree.
Whee!
They just Benny Hill it.
Igora is
Alright.
running to plan. Igora's just like, hey, what the hell do I need to do here? What can I do? What can I do?
Hold on a sec.
Could yell, scream.
No. For all I know, this is something Mercedes has summoned to deal with me.
Jesus. Definitely not the cult that you used to be a part of. Couldn't have anything to do with that. It must be
course not.
Mercedes.
Listen, if I have to, I will If I have
10,
to,
15,
I will
20,
go and I will slaughter the entirety of the
25,
cult between
30.
books.
35,
Eh.
40.
You know, a casual downtime
45.
action.
Yeah.
Just a
50.
casual downtime activity.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
He's coming.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Oh, Lord, we go.
Big
Chonky
froggus.
boy.
29.
Chonky boy.
29
Yes.
hits.
All right. It
Wait,
does
what?
9 damage, but now, unless you damage the tongue, you cannot move any farther away than it from that.
Or unless I
Oh,
teleport.
How far can a frog's tongue go?
Alright, well, seeing how he hits like a wet noodle, Igora will try to spend 3 actions to summon Gamma. Does it summon Gamma?
Have you been hit with a whip before?
Give me a will save.
Sure.
Oh.
Hero
Go.
point.
Yeah, you've got to.
Oh.
Still
Um,
20.
Perhaps screaming is.
No.
So, a funny thing happens, Igora.
Uh-oh.
You reach out, you can feel your connection with Gamma, but then you are hit by a blinding spike of pain to your mind, and you start thinking, wait, what happened the first time I summoned Gamma? Like,
Fair
yeah, I
enough.
remember what happened the first time I summoned Gamma. Wait, no, that's not right. And the image starts to flicker in your mind,
Cool.
and you start to doubt yourself, like, is that what happened? Do I not remember what happened to Gamma? Did I make this up in my mind?
I still have my hasted action, punch the tongue.
Yep.
38.
That will hit. Let me double check because the thing does have a certain amount of hit points.
I did 1 point of damage to it.
Oh yeah, heavy hitting.
You're doing numbers, man.
Oh, and what? Oh, this is bludgeoning, isn't it?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, you punch down, and it's like punching a towel that's been stretched out,
Yeah,
except wet.
God.
That's it. That's me. Go ahead, Matt.
All right. The frog is going to spend movement to go up to you, and then it is just going to attack you twice with the striking belly bump.
That will hit, does not crit. That will hit, does not crit. 29 points of damage.
Yes.
Cool.
How are you doing, Will?
I'm still fine.
Okay.
I'm still in the triple digits, Matt. It's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay. That is your turn now. Oops, sorry.
Fair warning, I taste terrible. And then Igara's eyes are just going to go completely black as I cast Necrotize on this thing.
Ooh.
The Fortitude save is wrong. It should be DC 30.
DC 30, you say? All right.
Granted, this thing is based off of Gamma. Yeah. Failure. Target takes full damage, and success. Target takes half damage, and it lasts until the next turn. So it's going to take 20 negative energy damage, and its joints, it becomes clumsy 1.
Ooh, I can actually do that because it has a proper character sheet.
Yeah. Cool.
Give me a second here. I'm just switching something up. All right. So, how much damage was it?
20.
20. All right. Minus 20 seems to be a pretty solid hit. And it is, what's the condition?
Clumsy 1.
Clumsy 1. Okay. Clumsy. Oh, it's not one of the ones you can put on the character sheet. So 1 second.
It's right below blinded, Matt.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just didn't see that.
I got
All
you.
right. You take status penalty. Yep, that's fair.
I still have 2
all right,
actions.
so yes, you do.
Then in that case, I don't have the athletic ability or the acrobatic ability to escape this DC. So I think I'm kind of just stuck here like this, but that's fine. Punch the frog, 28.
That will not hit the frog.
And 18 will also not hit the frog, and then that's my turn.
All right. The frog kind of shakes its head from the effects of the necrotize spell, and it just kind of croaks at you. You have no idea how long I've waited for this, and I will not be the only witness to it. It's going to spend an action to let out a large croak.
Just going to add you to the list of people who want to kill me, right below Avi after I deal with Mercedes, and...
I'm sorry. You think that's just Avi?
No.
At the large croak, 2 figures step from the brush. Give me a perception check quickly, Will.
Oh, those look cute.
Okay, so you notice a couple interesting things about these figures. One, both of them seem to have had large candles placed on their heads, lit until the candle wax melted down over their faces. 2, on kind of large, heavy metal collars around their necks, from dangling from the front, seems to be the same kind of metal medallion again. The most shocking to you, Will, at least one of them seems to be wearing very stained, very ripped versions of the robes from your cult.
Ew.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's something I'm going to have to deal with if I live. Good to know.
The other one, though, is wearing entirely different robes that appear to be kind of white with gold, with a kind of greenish trim and some sort of like branchy pattern woven into the cloth.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they just appeared as like they kind of almost robotically walk out of there, and then they each pull a sort of a dagger out and then just kind of stand there. He spent an action doing that. He's just going to try and belly bump you twice again.
Go for it.
29.
Hits.
31.
Hits.
Okay. All right. How you doing there, Will?
I'm still in the triple digits, Matt.
Okay.
So I can't move away from him, but as long as I stay the same distance from him.
Well, you can move away from him. You can't move any farther than you were.
Okay, then 35 feet. Cool.
Yes.
Then I'm going to stride and take an AO.
Okay.
If he has it.
He does.
Yeah.
Nope.
Batted away. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then stride 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That should give me a 35, right? No, I have to go one more square.
Are we hearing any of this, Ruckus?
After Will's turn, we're gonna do a check.
And then I'm going to 2-action cast Blowhorn. And go say along the lines of, my past has come back to haunt me. Fuck. That's my turn.
All right. I'm going to need everyone to roll a perception check.
Keep
Though
in mind, the Blowhorn spell means that my voice can be heard clearly up to 1,200 feet away.
Yes. Though I have to ask now, how many of you might be, not counting PJ for different reasons, how many of you would have maybe gone to sleep at this point? Or would you not have gone to sleep until Igor came back? Be honest.
I mean, how long has it actually been? Because Igor stormed off.
He's only been gone maybe 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, 10 minutes, especially after an argument. You gotta like cool down your head. I'm maybe lying down, but I'm tossing and turning, and this. He doesn't.
All right, give me a perception check. You'll have to low very low to not hear this. Yeah, you all hear this.
Yeah.
I was like, do you know how long Ophelia's nighttime routine is? Like, come on.
I'm on first.
Come on.
I would have been awake anyway.
All right, give me a quick second here. We're starting a sort of a fresh round of the combat. And
Ooh, illuminated cultist. Not just Candlehead?
Oh, why did it not appear there? No, I used the Norbert spy for their stat block. Ignore that.
That's cool.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna start that up. I'm going to roll a d4 for you guys. Oh, it'll only take you one round to reach this.
Sweet.
Oh, good.
Nice.
You didn't go far.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun seeing a low number that actually means a good thing.
Okay, these guys can move 25, so 1,
Refreshing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Refreshing.
10. And then that's 2 movements. He's gonna just go here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 1, 2, and then so that was both their turns. Igra, you're up.
Alrighty. Step.
These guys are moving a lot less robotically now.
Step to there.
Yep.
Stride 5, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 15, 20. 25 to get to there, and that's my turn.
Would that provoke from the frog?
Step, and I went way around to get to there. I went like...
Okay. And the clumsy's gone now, right?
Yeah, I only lasted one round.
That's what I thought. All right. We were going to do the frog's turn. And then this will be... And then I was misleading in my comment. One more round, and then you guys appear. So... Frog is just going to move to here, and he's going to whack twice with the striking bone.
Only Gamma gets AO. Igara doesn't. Both will hit. Neither one will crit.
Okay. Then we move on to the spies.
Minus
1,
120,
2,
minus 20.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Did I pick up the right one? Well, I picked the wrong one, but that's fine. This guy is going to do a dagger attack on you.
Sure.
26.
That away.
Even it doesn't have flanking.
Doesn't
He's
have
out in
flanking.
position properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. All right. All right. Now, couple things happen. You guys, the party, if you'd like to place yourself up here.
Right.
Or I can drop you on there.
Please, I don't know where I am.
Please, sir, where am I and who am I?
I got Charlotte.
Please drop me somewhere.
Oh, okay, well, it's got you. And Ophelia. Boop. There you go.
Thank you.
And as you guys rush onto the scene, there is a strange crackle of energy over here, the southern part. And much like from like Terminator, I think, there's a glowing kind of like orb of energy, and then stepping out of it is a good boy.
The goodest good boy.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone who just joined, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Good boy.
Okie
Oh,
I don't think-
I clicked on it. It's being sassy, I guess.
Oh, there's my 2.
Roll 20 being sassy.
You have
Never.
no idea.
As Zoom gets sassy.
Zoom's like, you thought.
Haha. Spectrum being sassy?
What?
Spectrum is sassy. Why I never.
Never in a million years.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna see if I can get Ophelia's on the board here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see if it works for me. Yep, there we go. Though, what was your original roll?
39.
39. Even better than this. All right.
Yeah.
And did we not get Benji up there? Benji rolled.
I'm up there. I rolled in the checks. I know it's been a long time since my character sheet's been updated. So for good reason. So I'm doing the new stats.
Yeah.
All right,
So we'll just have to add it manually for now, but that's fine.
All right. So you actually rolled a 35. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Okay. I think that's everyone. So we're gonna do the proper descending now. So hold on a sec. Because we were starting with Igora. Okay, Igora.
I lied. That's actually 37. I forgot I have incredible initiative.
My bad.
Okay. And I'll just scoop that.
I did it myself.
Okay.
Sorry, I
That's
didn't
right.
know I could do that.
All right. So Igora, you're up.
Alrighty. Igora's turn.
You guys, for all you can tell, Igora seems to be being attacked by Gamma and two weirdos with candles melted on their heads.
Yeah.
Wait.
Of course.
Oh, so we can't tell that that's not Gamma?
Not from this distance. It's night.
Huh.
I'm a bad. I'm fine.
3 enemies, AoE away.
He's
Not
physically
Gamma.
without color or like light or touching him, maybe the exact same physical shape except for his little bit of jewelry.
Spend an action to give myself 33 hit points.
I mean, we've never seen Igoro without Gamma, so
Did you just cast a spell, Will?
No,
That'd be
I
weird.
just did my treat wounds for 1 action, my battle medicine.
Doesn't treat moons have manipulate?
Probably if you want to take an AO.
I do.
Battle
so-
medicine?
28.
That'll hit.
I mean, treat wounds has manipulate. All right.
Okay, so that's 1 action. I still have 3 to go.
This probably doesn't matter. Did Endures in Darkness hear any of this going
No,
on?
he is fast asleep. He was kind of sleeping when you guys were doing your ritual, so.
No.
Mushroom dancing.
Mushroom dance. Whatever does it mean? It means he lived a life of sin.
Quote that maybe 5 times a week.
Right underneath Igura.
Pass wall. Right underneath Igura. You're going to fall into a pit.
I'm going to fall into a pit.
Okay, then.
Wow.
Igura is now in a 10-foot deep pit.
Why?
I don't think we could probably see it from this angle. We just see him go whoop.
Yeah, he just disappears.
Y'all, these are all bogeys. Fireball away. Goes down.
The Gamma kind of looks at you guys up there, looks at the Igura who's down the pit, who has now pulled his tongue down into the earth, like, oh, and is just going to use his reach to still strike at you.
That's fine.
Nope.
Misses.
Nope.
Misses.
Nope.
Hits.
Not a single
No,
crit.
the
I've
28.
got.
The 28 will hit me though.
Okay. The spies kind of look at the cultists, look back at you guys, then look at the kind of glowering grimace of their frog buddy here, and are going to jump into the pit on top of Igura.
Oh,
What the heck?
yeah.
Oh, hold on. Wrong one first. So they are down in the pit with Igura. I just don't want to stack icons.
So, time
So
to
many
talk about the debuffs they get for doing that.
Oh? Oh god.
The buffs, you say?
The debuffs.
The
Well, they're
debuffs.
squeezed now. It's 3
Yeah,
medium
right.
creatures occupying the same space.
No, they're on top of you.
So it's like 5, 10, 15.
How are they stacked on top of me?
It's 3
Physics?
in a trench coat. It's like the circus.
I mean,
man.
they're not trying to get past you, Will. You're down 2 squares. They're occupying
but
1 square
how
above
would
you.
How would they stay occupying 1 square above me? Are they able to fly, or are these things immune to gravity?
I mean, you're in the way.
Pushing on top of you, they're squishing you. I
Yeah,
You are
imagine.
blocking them from passing through the space.
We still all would have to end up in the same space, or else the laws of gravity.
They can't
don't
enter
work.
your space.
Yeah.
So they're just on top of you.
It's like a combat lineup, but vertical.
Yeah. You have eliminated the bottom square from space they can move into.
Okay.
Imagine their feet are in your face right now.
I want to clip that just for
In
your
fact,
face.
you prevented them from taking any fall damage. Thank you.
Aw, that's so
Oh,
nice
no.
of you. You're such a nice frog.
Now, when the next one goes in, that's going to be a problem because they both can't occupy the same space.
Hmm.
But
So they don't stack on each other. Okay.
they cannot stack on top of each other because they can't occupy the same space at the same time.
Fair enough.
All right, so first one is going to he spent an action to leap into the pit, and he's just going to stab you twice with a dagger.
Go ahead.
27.
What's my AC nowadays?
Exactly.
Hits for 9.
All right, and second attack. 38.
Crits for 18.
18. The second one is just going to step to the lip of the plate. Actually, he doesn't even need to step. He's up there. And he is going to throw 3 daggers at you. And let me just check something here. Well, no, first, he's going to try and feint you.
Go ahead. DC is 28. Success.
31. All right. So he is going to throw 2 daggers at you, and he'll get his sneak attack damage.
Yep. Well, he'll get it on the first one. His
Yeah.
first attack on flat-footed, too. He didn't crit.
31.
Hits, so roll your sneak.
All right. Sneak is an additional 21.
So that would be 30 points of damage. I'm still up.
And second dagger.
Hits, I'll take 9.
Okay. That was both of them. Charlotte, you're up. There's just weirdos throwing stuff into a pit, and you hear "ow, ow" from Igura.
Oh boy. Oh, initiative is all kinds of messed up.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna fix this. So yeah, Ophelia, boop.
I bring this up not to go ahead of you,
No.
Charlotte, but
Sorry,
to
yes.
go after Ophelia.
Oh wait, yeah.
Funny numbers are wrong.
Because I want
Okay.
Bard's song before my
Ophelia.
turn.
Ophelia's up first, then Benji.
Ophelia refuses to put up Bard's song.
Oh no!
Just kidding.
Oh.
So you're like, I'm back and this is what's happened. We're gonna do that performance check to see if we get a +1, +2, or +3.
That'll be the +2 because I think we established 38 was the +3 criteria.
Yes. So then we've got Bard's song up, and then we are going to. You know what? How would you like +2 to your AC, Mr. Frogman?
You can't see me.
Yeah.
Oh,
He is actually out of the Inspire Courage range too.
I went down there so that Avi would have like a clear lightning bolt or fireball, like a clear AoE thing, without getting.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
it's great. It's
did not
perfect.
work.
I would say that's a little spicy.
So to be fair, one of them is sort of in the
That's
pit
a
now.
spicy froggy.
That's so
That's not helping,
spicy. Yeah, well, I guess I'm just gonna shoot the one on top, right? Because there's just
Yeah, there's the one guy on top throwing daggers into a pit, and then there's the Gamma that seems to have turned against you.
Well, I don't know if the comma's bad or not. I still don't understand.
I
that.
literally yelled it out.
Yes.
I
Me
can't
too.
hear you. I'm still mad at you.
The inter-party
All right.
problems are going to kill you guys.
I'm gonna-
That's a
I'm
26.
gone for 1 year, and this becomes a total clusterfuck.
Hey, we've been stuck in the jungle for so long. We're like tired of each other's shit.
You guys have lost weight
Fair.
from how much you've sweated in this jungle.
Didn't have a whole lot of weight to begin with.
Oh
I'm
my
just
god,
a
Avi!
guy.
Yeah, you are wings and fur now. No
Just,
bones.
Oh.
Oh god, no bones. We lost our we lost our
No
bones
bones.
in the jungle.
Sorry, who were
Sweated
you
them out.
shooting that at?
Does a 26 hit the closest one that's throwing the daggers?
I'm afraid it seems to like ping off of his hardened wax mantle.
As a bespelled weapon, I forgot to do that, didn't I? Sonic damage?
Well, no, it doesn't hit.
Gotcha. Okay.
They have an
I
AC of 29.
I see. So then we're just gonna try that again. No.
All right, Benji, you're up. Avi, you'll be up next.
Okay.
Benji, you're find yourself in the jungle. You caught a glimpse of your friend Igra before he, like, earthbended himself into a pit, and then some weirdos jumped down after him, and you don't see this as a good scene.
No. Now I do have. I should say I have dark vision. I specifically have Ifriti dark vision, where I see everything in like red heat kind of sensory things. Do I see? I guess in
You
this.
you can see everyone. It's a clear night, and there is a moon. It's just not a lot of color is being thing. Like
Okay. Now
everyone
I have
is essentially colorblind at this point.
now I have a question to ask.
Yes.
Will.
Yeah.
Will.
Yes.
How much of a dick do you want me to be?
If you can nuke this square and get everything, including me, do it, PJ. I will be
Okay.
so happy that someone is willing to catch me in an AoE for a change.
No.
Okay.
We'll continually
So
thinking he's a barbarian.
You
Okay.
beg us, and we say no every time.
all right. Well then, in that case, I am going to. I'm gonna just rock up there with my 30 speed. Let's see. Hopefully, if I'm here, am I in the big hole or am I not in the hole?
No, the hole is just a. The hole
hole's
is actually only 1 square wide. It's just 2 squares down. Pass wall is actually supposed to just get you around like a stone door, but a lot of people are using it for pits.
He's
That's
making a pit.
Some people.
A
use
lot
it
of
for
people, I
offensive
mean
pits.
me
The
mostly.
pit of despair.
So seeing with my dark vision and hopefully smelling with my scent.
Well, you also
that-
saw him fall down the pit, sort of.
Yeah. Well, really, I'm more concerned about the big frog. I want to make sure that I'm at least relatively certain that the big frog is not an okay frog.
At this range, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Gamma, you look different.
Hi, buddy. You smell like dying. Oh, I did that wrong. I did that way wrong.
1d plus. I don't
didn't
even know
give
what
me the
that
extra
is.
One.
Didn't even give me that. Oh my god. Okay, that's a critical 20, so that
Okay.
was a waste. That's a 37.
You actually do smell. There is a weird combination of like old leather, but also like strange kind of like earthy greenhouse smells on this gamma, like not jungle kind of smells, like literally greenhouse smells with like earth and new plant life that has been carefully cultivated or something. It's very out of place.
Okay. So that being said, I'm going to take up my little brown hat. I'm going to reach inside and I'm going to pull out a card.
Oh,
put in the hat. Yeah.
Also, because you rolled a nat 20, you do see actually a small figure hiding in the shrubbery over here, crouched behind a log, kind of very nervously watching all of this.
Oh, where would that be in conjecture where I am? I think my roll 20 is a little behind.
I'm on the wrong thing. They're just in like the trees over here.
In the center?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna make a mental note of that, but I gotta save my friend. So I take the card out, put the hat back on, and I start to glow like a candle or a lantern in the night as I kind of lick the card. And as I lick it, you can see a flame spark up to the top. In my hands, I just go, "All right, buddy. Hope I don't make you disappear." And I'm gonna spell strike down into the hole with a level 6 fireball.
Yikes.
Oh god.
I love you.
And I'm
PJ.
going for.
Now I'm assuming you're trying to place that so you don't hit yourself.
I mean, it's a. How deep is the hole? 20 feet?
10 feet.
No, the hole is only 10 feet down and 1 square wide. It's like a chimney shaft.
This is gonna be huge. Yeah, no, the throwing cards have a 20-foot range, so I'm within my first range increment, but I'm at least 20 feet outside of this epicenter, so I'm good.
I mean, if it goes down into the pit, yes.
So
little arc.
I'm gonna, if I even have to put some like spin on it, I'm gonna flick the card up in the air, jump, do a back twirl, grab it, pulling it down as hard as I can, and we are gonna roll to hit and hope I don't critically fail.
To be fair, who are you aiming the card at?
Aiming the card, the big frog.
Okay, like just right in point blank range in front of you?
Oh no, like it's like 10 feet down, so it's like a diagonal.
Well, no, he's not in the pit. Only Igora and the one guy are in the pit. The pit is that little purple cube.
Well, in that case, I'm still going for the big frog.
Well, just because I know this was sort of your strategy, if you want, because this guy here, the one like onto the right, he is technically in the pit, but I don't want to cover Igora's thing. You could aim it on top of him, essentially.
And then hit all three?
Yes. Though you would also hit Igora.
I mean, we're all down for this plan. You
were turning it into literal.
Igor's down for this plan.
We all are.
Igor has not shut up about this plan.
He loves it.
This is a plan. I
Benji has it not in the group chat. He doesn't know the current score.
He said hurt me every time.
Well, here goes my roll to hit.
God.
That is a 40, 19.
That will definitely hit. That will actually crit. Not that. No, it does matter because it's still a ranged attack. That will crit the one cultist who is sitting on top of Igora, stabbing him with a dagger, or attempting to.
Okay.
Through his own legs.
Bro, get out of there.
So since this is a crit, this also means because there's a 6th level fireball on this spell strike, I'm gonna need some saves as well, I believe, if I recall how this works.
Because you crit, their success is 1 step lower than it would normally be.
Yep.
And
now,
your success, Will?
Yeah, mine doesn't matter. 30.
Oh my God,
I really take this. My DC to beat is 30.
Oh,
okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna roll the guy who's on top of Igora first. Critically success, but because you got a crit spell strike, it becomes just a normal success.
Yep. So we have it.
The other one, success, but becomes a failure then. And Anti-Gamma fails, becomes a critical failure.
Yep.
That's a oof. Okay. So
is that a spell strike ability? Like the
yeah, okay, baseline for spell strike.
It's been a while since we've had a Magus in the team, so
yeah. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll the 12d6 fire in the chat, and then apply the card damage to who might be the survivor, and we'll divide in half and double as necessary. So this is going to be 12d6 fire damage.
38. All right, so the frog's going to take twice of that because they failed critically because of the spell strike thing. So that will be 74 damage.
See it.
That's good. More than half of their health. The one in the pit will succeed, so he initially critically succeeded, just becomes a success. So he will take 14.
Wait, that's +2.
Ooh, that's a solid 40 then, isn't it?
Crap, sorry.
Yep, sorry. Then, and the other guy failed, so he'll take the full 40.
Okay.
All right, and Igra takes, I guess, half at most.
Now,
yes,
is the guy that I originally critted? Are they still alive?
Oh yeah,
because now they take the critical damage. The card I threw at him.
Yep, go ahead.
All right, so that's going to be.
The frog took the most damage, honestly.
Okay, so this is going to be 64. All right. And also because of that, that's cool.
Oh, the other you'll be up next.
Phenomena. 32.
It's gonna be 32. Yeah, and I didn't double the 5. So that's gonna be another 5. So it's gonna be 35. 37.
37. All right. 37. Hey, my exact age.
Sick as hell, PJ. Sick as hell.
This is the only year of my life where I can quote that one bit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I'm 37. I'm not old.
See,
I'm 36, and we're not old, but the joints aren't young.
All right, that was an excellent term in terms of the numbers done. So we're gonna go to Avi, who is probably very confused by what she's seeing over there.
Well, Igor said they're all bad guys, so
Yep,
awkward.
Especially that dog.
Yeah. I'm gonna aim for the biggest one there though, which is Big Boy with some magic missiles. That's gonna be just an easy 31 damage, I think.
31,
plus,
you say.
Right.
Plus Bard Song?
So 33.
That is with Bard Song, I believe. Because I add +2 for each dart, so it's plus 18.
All right. Thank you for not rolling it X number of times.
As much as I enjoy doing that, this was faster. Enjoy your 31 damage. That's
all right. We move on to Charlotte. Igra, you'll be up next if you're alive.
I'm still at 5 hit points, thank you.
Okay. I'm going to...
The only hit point that matters is the last one.
Gonna hop on down here.
Yes, but it just, if you're that low, that last hit point will matter repeatedly.
By the way, Matt, both. I just sent you a private message, Matt. I have a special ability called Charred Remains. Whenever I do a fire spell, the area of that fire spell, like a 20-foot burst, is considered difficult and hazardous terrain. If anyone moves 1+ squares, they take that many squares and fire damage.
1, 2, 3.
So
Charred Remains.
I love this, PJ.
It's called Charred Remains.
Charred Remains.
So fucking metal.
1, 2.
So I blew up basically a 20-foot.
Part of the jungle has been set on fire.
Oh lordy May.
Oh,
I
didn't realize we were in
shielding
Alberta.
my eyes, and I'm doing that like doggy side eye where it's like, yeah, I know I messed up. Please don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Oh, no.
The puppy pout.
Yeah.
Iker was just like sending a thumbs up from the pit.
Oh god.
Roll to not stick that thumb up somewhere. There's still a man on top of you.
All right, we're gonna go with a debilitating bomb for 1 as a free action, and I'm gonna throw the moderate acid flask directly here. Directly at this target, which means Well, if he's
All
very
right,
dependent.
so
I don't know how distance
that will
wise.
be with Bard Song. That is a 34, so that definitely hits. So this guy takes the 7 damage.
9.
Pardon me. You're right. 9. And the other one takes the splash damage. And his body shields Igra.
Yeah, perfect. I figured as much.
Nice.
All right. I think you have one, or did you use an action to make debilitating bomb? Or that was a free action?
I move. Debilitating bomb is free action. Throwing the Mouter at Acid Flask is the action, which means I have one more action left.
You do.
And I am going to use that one action to craft again. One more. Get back my reserves.
Funnily enough, there's better illumination here now because your fireball, your fire thing, lit the candles on their heads.
I was hoping. I was seriously hoping.
That's
Quickens fire. All at once. Boosh.
Sorry, what were you doing for your third action, Sarah?
Making a new bomb.
All right. Igra, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Well, first things first, I'm going to do a 6th level heal on myself.
72 damage.
72 hit points to myself.
And amazingly, these guys don't have AO, so he can't attack you for that.
Nice.
Boop. So that brings me back up to 77. Then I'm going to use an action to dismiss pass wall and pop back up right here. I just see Tanner's like, finally, someone used an AoE spell.
Sorry, I was trying to get rid of the square there.
You're like,
hold on. Exactly I think I put it on the... Nope. Okay.
Popping up out of the ground.
Yeah, and then...
And this guy gets knocked over here.
And then,
he is now prone.
I'm
that's
to,
cool.
Oh, hey, Elderworm Studios, thank you for the raid tonight.
Hi, raid.
Oh, hello, thank you.
We are burning down parts of the jungle unintentionally.
And now, technically, Matt, because he was shunted and he moved a square, would that trigger PJ's burning?
No, you didn't actually move a square. The square that you were standing on simply changed its orientation.
So a 27 to hit a flat-footed anti-gamma.
29?
29 with the Bard Song. 29. Just one short, I'm afraid.
Yep. Even flat-footed?
Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me. That would hit the flat-footed then.
All right, then. They will take 4 bludgeoning damage.
6?
6 bludgeoning damage. Punch.
Okay. We move on to... Well, I'm finally going to say their name. Fukasaku, the Forsaken. It's kind of going to glance around at the pyrotechnic dog behind him, at the interlopers coming from the north, at Igra, who refused to die quickly, and this is going to say, I will not be denied my revenge. And he looks at you. One day, I will make you pay for what you have done. And he's going to rip the amulet out of the ring on his mouth, or on the bottom of his lip. There's going to be a spray of... Yeah, there's going to be a little spray of greeny, froggy blood. And he is going to just crush the thing in his hand. It turns out it's not... The little amulet wasn't actually metal. It appears to be something a little more brittle and soft. And the big froggy boy disappears.
Oh, what?
Howard.
But
his little frog tail between its frog legs.
The 2 other guys do not have that ability, though. And they are going to, like... yeah.
Well...
And you actually, at the start of this guy's turn, you hear a voice from the bushes, and this is from where you saw the figure, Benji. This is what you get for not sticking to the plan. And just someone beats it out of the bushes. They're just gone. But these guys, let's see which one is it? This one is going to spend an action to stand up. He's going to say, I will finish what we began, and is just going to try and stab Ira.
Stab at me.
35.
A 35 will hit, does not crit.
All right, but because he has an ally, oh, pardon me, no, he doesn't have 2 allies anymore, so he doesn't get a sneak attack. 22 will not hit. We move on to the other one. He is just kind of crazed at this point, and he is going to charge at Benji. He will take damage for crossing the Scorched Earth. Tell me how much damage that would be.
That would be I believe one fire damage per square he moves through.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. So that'll be 3 fire damage. He goes, ow, 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 ow. He's only wearing like soft shoes. And he's going to try and stab you twice with his little dagger. Okay. 42.
42 to hit. That's going to be a crit.
So that'll be 16 piercing damage. Ooh. And then 34, which I imagine will hit but not crit. So another 8. So that will be 16, 24 damage in total.
Okay. Cool.
So, do that. We now move on to Ophelia, and then it'll be Benji again.
All right. Well, we're going to keep Bard's Song up. And, well, from here, I'm just going to keep shooting. I'm going to shoot this one.
Yep.
36.
That will definitely hit.
All
so
right.
That'll be 15 piercing thanks to Bard's Song. Or 14.
14, yes. 14.
Out of the triple digits.
And on top of that, once again, I keep forgetting to put that in. The spell weapon is my free action.
That's okay.
I gotta keep remembering to put that in front. So that'll do an extra 1d6, depending on the spell that I had just cast. So that'll be extra. It's just extra sonic.
Is it just
damage.
changing? Yeah, it's not going to really make a difference. They don't have any resistances to begin with.
So 5 more on top of that. Does Bard's Song add to that? Probably not.
I'm not sure. We'll put a pin in it and say no for the moment.
Sure.
I think that was your whole turn.
That was not my whole turn.
Oh, yeah,
I'm going to.
Bard's Song, keeping it up is a free.
Yar, I'm going to shoot again.
Oh, wait, no, you only shot the one time. Oh, a crit.
All right, let's go.
So we add the 2, so that becomes 16, doubled because of the crit, so that'll be 32.
Nice.
And this spell only works the first time?
So it's technically, I don't know, it's free action. It doesn't say like.
Oh, no, it's the weapon. Yeah, so roll that d6 again.
Yeah, cool.
Not bad. Damage is damage.
Cool.
That guy took a lot of damage this turn.
Hooray.
Benji, you're up. You've got a crazed candle-headed person in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Madly stabbing at you like someone trying to create a scene from a horror movie. But he ain't no Michael Myers.
No, but he is ugly though, and he should feel bad about that. I'm on the fence about some things. Do I tumble through and get some safety distance, or do I just start swinging?
What does your puppy heart tell you?
Avi will be up next.
I think my puppy heart tells me to tumble through because I have scamper underfoot and a tough tumbler. So I'm going to do a little skibbity scamper under his feet.
Makes me think Shumis would be very good swashbucklers then.
Yes.
I think so, yeah. They have like plus to dex and charisma. They'd be pretty darn good.
Well, I mean, that too. If anything, that makes tumble through better.
Absolutely. Very good point. All right, so I'm gonna, as long as it's not a, don't say that loud, PJ. You're gonna botch it. Okay, I'm not gonna botch it.
Oh dang, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna tumble through, and get +1 to AC for that, and then I'm gonna just move to his rear, and I'm just gonna skitty do right under his feet.
You just hear a muddled voice from under the wax. Filthy pest.
And as he says that, I'm going to go a little farther away with that movement. I'm going to end myself here. And then I'm going to pop up and just flick. Actually, I'm going to enter Arcane Cascade stance for one action. So I do some bonus damage, and I'm going to throw this card at the back of his head. I believe he's flat-footed at this point in time. Because I tumbled through? Am I wrong? I might be wrong. It's been a minute.
Hold on a sec. Tumble through. I think that's a separate thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, still, I'm out of harm's way with him. So I'm going to do... Okay. I'm going to roll to hit. I'm in Arcane Cascade stance. That's not the right chat. What am I doing?
You haven't played the character for like over probably a year, so...
I mean, there's that
Don't worry
too.
about
Yeah. Okay, so roll to hit with the card. That's going to be a 35 to hit.
37 with Bard Song, so that will definitely hit.
Nice. And with Arcane Cascade on, this is going to do a bonus 2 fire damage. So that's, oh god, so much math. Okay.
Now I would be remiss if I didn't ask. Do you have to worry about your own Scorched Earth?
As an Ifrit, I have resistance 6 to fire, so
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
take any damage.
That's good.
So this should be, yeah. Let's see, 2 and it's 5. No, 2. That's 3. Sorry, 3. And how much was your buff again? My
2.
favorite bard, Zoe, +2. Okay.
You need to get out your tail to help count.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, you only have like 4 paws.
2 tail wags.
Whoosh, whoosh.
All right, so this damage is going to be a total of 27 as I fling that card right in the back of his head.
And that doesn't include the +2, yes, or does?
I include the +2, yeah.
Okay, so that will be a healthy 27, taking this one down to below 3 digits. These guys are not going to last long.
They're strong.
They are strong.
And I think, let's see, I did move, Arcane Cascade, attack. Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Avi, you're up, and then Charlotte, you'll be up next.
Alrighty, I think I can move 2 spots in front of Ophelia. That's about as far as I can get. Will.
Yeah.
Never mind. I can only hit one of them without moving again. Let's do a lightning bolt on the one that is directly in a line in front of me.
That will, let's see, a reflex, you say. Okay. Meets, but doesn't succeed critically, so it'll take, what is that, 26, 13, or, well, 30, then, so 15 damage in total.
Yep.
Okay. It's your turn. Charlotte, you're up. Then we get back to our culty boys.
Woofda. Okay, I think I'm just going to magic missile. Gonna magic missile the friend down there.
The other one?
Igra.
Oh, next to Igra. Yeah. Okay.
Next to Igra.
Yes. Focus fire.
So my magic missile, I'm gonna use it for all 3 actions. So 3 missiles. Do I click it 3 times, and do I take then?
Well, what level are you doing it?
Well, I can only do it at third level.
All right, so McKenna, what would we be looking at for a 3rd level magic missile 3 action?
Oh lordy.
2 actions.
I think I did 6. 3 actions. I believe I did 64 plus 18 with
right.
Ophelia.
I can roll that for you right now, Sarah, if you want.
Please, because I can't type that fast.
31. Which becomes, or, your plus 18 was the Bard Song you incorporating, right?
Yeah.
Yes, with +2 for Bard Song.
Yeah. All right. So that becomes a very healthy 31 damage. That takes out a significant part of this guy's remaining health. He is punch drunk very badly. But he is also going to a frenzied sort of energy takes on him, and he kind of yells at his friend over there, finish when we began. And he's just going to spend all 3 actions trying to stab Igra. 42.
Crits.
14 piercing.
So,
26. Nope. 32.
Another 10. I'll take it.
Okay. We move on to the other guy. He's going to take another 2 fire damage passing through the earth. And now he is got flanking, so now he actually does get his sneak attack if he hits, but he's only got 2 actions. Dagger the first, 39.
Crits.
All right, so that is going to be 20 piercing and sneak attack, 10.
So 20.
Yep.
All right,
So for a total of 40, and second dagger attack, which will not get sneak attack, 30.
No, it does. It gets sneak attack. Rogues get sneak attack on every attack they have.
I've got too many systems in my head.
You do. 30 will hit. I will take all that damage, but I will use Orc Ferocity to stay up.
All right, and that's the end of their turn. Ophelia, Igora seems pretty rough.
At 1 hit point.
All right, I'm gonna hit this guy.
You hear a voice deep inside you, Will, echoing from the past. Loktar Ogar.
All right.
This time I'm gonna remember to click the button before I shoot. It's not good.
That's not gonna. I'm assuming you're aiming at that guy. That's not gonna hit.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll
be fine. I can heal myself.
We'll do it again. The same?
Hey, at least you didn't roll 2 ones in a row like I did earlier this evening.
That's okay. I did that like last week.
We both did that, Matthew.
It's so unlikely. It's so unlikely.
but here we are, all doing it.
What is it, like 1 in 40 odds or something?
1 in like 400. I think I did
400.
it like 3 times in a row. Like 3.
Jesus.
It was kind of crazy. And then I'm gonna kick Bard Song up. That's my turn.
Benji, you're up. Avi will be up next.
Okay. Let's see here. So I'm still in Arcane Cascade stance, I believe. I'm going to...
Wait, Matt, did you delete me from the turn order?
No?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, you're not there.
You were right after the 2 spies, so roll again and we'll just stick you on there.
He thought you'd die, so he took you out there on yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly what I rolled too, I think. Okay.
I know you wish.
Do you mind terribly, PJ, if I quickly heal myself?
Oh, wait, no, you were before them,
Please.
I guess. Or something. Where were you? There we go, yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
Good enough.
Anyway,
Anyway,
you do
continue,
that.
PJ.
Let's see. So I need to get my spell strike back because these are some thick boys. So I'm just gonna do shooting star just so I can get my spell strike. No, I'm not. I don't know how many fights we're gonna have. I'm gonna assume this is probably the one for the night. So I'm gonna do rapid recharge and get my spell strike back as a free action, and then I'm just going to spell strike another one of these boys. I'm going to spell strike. Does one look in worse shape than the other?
The one farthest from you looks on his last legs.
Okay, and the one in between me and Igora...
He's got a decent amount of health. Yeah, he's still standing steady, but he is wounded.
I can
probably something like
one out on my turn, PJ.
bloodied, as I used to use the term, meaning half health.
I do love the bloody term. It makes me happy to hear. Okay, so in that case, he's flat-footed because he's in between me and them. Okay.
You can draw a line through him to an ally.
Perfect. Then I'm going to this is all flavor. Open up a deck of cards. A 1 just pulls out immediately, and I'm like, divine card. And as I pull it out, I flick it and I throw it point blank at this guy. I'm going to do a spell strike with disintegrate.
Oh.
Because I need him to go bye-bye.
Oh, wow.
I've missed you, PJ.
I got your back, Jack. We're gonna get out of this together.
And then a Dread Knight leaps from the bushes in between and hits him with the disintegrate. And you finally get rid of that guy.
Oh my god, please!
So,
PJ, we've had this knight following us around.
Because at the time they didn't have the spell necessary to permanently kill it.
So now it's still technically following us. It literally filled my lungs with fluid.
Please rephrase that. Please rephrase that.
You got a problem with fluid, Matthew?
Well,
actually, I don't like the word.
With seawater. There you go.
We'll add it to the list with bug nubs.
So this is
not even bug nubs, just
What you did the Friday
with
show
nub
with
nubs?
though.
You know what? I'm kind of thinking Should I do True Strike before I do the Spell Strike?
I mean, that's the best time to use True Strike. It'll make sure you have the best chance to hit with that first one.
Yeah, and I think we don't want this. We want this guy dead, and Disintegrate could really put him away. So I'm going to, with your permission, retcon to say that this is with True Strike, but this will take all three of my actions. So first one, that's pretty good.
44.
That might crit actually. Yes, that will definitely crit.
And that could I not spend my two? I'm just kidding. I'll be on the honor roll system here. Okay, so let's just that's a crit.
Yep.
So Disintegrate. If you're curious how that spell works, when I hit, I do damage, but then he has to do a Fortitude save after the damage to see if it's worse. Here we go, Disintegrate. So on a hit, I do 12d10 damage on a crit, doubles, and then they have to attempt a basic Fortitude save. On a critical hit, treat the save result as 1 degree worse. A creature reduced to 0 HP is reduced to fine powder, but its gear remains. Now, maybe interpreting that wrong, so please let me know how we're meant to interpret.
Well, roll the damage.
Okay, roll the damage. All right, cool. I'll do all of it together. Let me do it separately so you know which one's the spell and which one's the card.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be roll. And I'm under the Bard spell, right? The Bard song.
Yep. So that'll be a 44.
All right. So that's.
Oh wait, sorry. That was just still the hit roll. Never mind.
Yeah, this is the damage. All right, so that's gonna be 12d10 plus 2. That's gonna be 55.
All right.
Before doubling it, or whatever we gotta do with that.
Well, do you double the spell damage on a crit?
Yep.
Yeah.
With the spell strike, because the spell hasn't crit yet, has it? How's that? So anyway, let's see if they work past the fort save.
All right, let's just see.
What's your DC?
My DC is a 30.
Yeah. Okay. So they did pass.
But because of the critical hit, it goes one lower to a fail.
So a fail. So that will on a critical hit, treat the save as a one creature reduced. All right. Make this one. Must have base one save critical hit.
So yeah, I think the way I'm reading it, it looks like they take the damage, and then they make their own Fortitude save. And if they make the Fortitude save terribly, they automatically would receive more damage on that. I think like they would automatically
if they
get closer to a
If they failed it, they would have taken 110.
Yeah.
Oh, so then okay. I'm just gonna say you disintegrate this guy. The card hits him, and for a second he just kind of stares at it, and then he gets fast forward Thanos.
I'm not feeling so good.
Hold on. I just want to see what the card damage was because I'm a sucker for terrible things. So let's see. 2 for that. 2 for your song. Okay. So that would have been another 30 damage on top.
Even if it hadn't critted, then that would have been enough to kill him. Then he had like 84 health left.
Nice.
All right, I think that's your whole turn. Avi, there's just one badly wounded guy still around.
Take him out, Avi.
Yeah. Well, let's see. We'll see what I can do. I got limited spells with that kind of range.
You can turn into a dragon, apparently. You can do anything you want.
Can he make me a will save, please?
Yeah. I mean, he certainly can make a save.
Maybe fail one.
Phasmo killer.
Damn.
But how much damage is it on a? How much damage?
46.
It's still 4d6. So no, it's a bad roll. It's 10.
Plus Bard Song?
So 12.
Oh, so 12.
If only he hadn't succeeded, that would have been exactly what you needed to kill him. He has 6 health left.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Oh, well then...
Avi, or Igura, punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Punch him.
No.
Frogger.
Attack the first. 27.
Nope.
29?
Oh, wait, 29.
Nope. No. Oh, wait, actually, yes. 29, I think. Yeah, 29 exactly their AC.
5 bludgeoning. 7 bludgeoning
7
damage.
Yeah, that's enough. You punch him, his head actually, spins, and, there's that crack, and he falls to the ground like a puppet with its strings cut.
I just, shake my hand and say, Benji, how long is this fire going to be on the floor, bud?
At that very question, a light rain shower breaks out, and the ground cools.
Thank God.
It's like
as the rain shower drops, I'm like, it's only gonna last a minute. Oh no, never mind.
The forest.
I mean, we are in canonically a very
rainy area,
wet area.
All right. You guys are left with a pile of dust and one slain cultist. And Benji, you've been keeping your ears kind of tuned into it. Whoever was in the bushes and ran away is long gone.
Can we try tracking them?
You could certainly try. Are any of you good at tracking people through the wilderness?
I actually have jungle lore and a bunch of other abilities for the jungle.
Sick.
It didn't come up in the first book, and now I'm finally like, oh hey, I can do something.
He's our resident doggo.
Welcome to the jungle.
Survival. Are we?
I know nothing.
I mean, everyone can give me a survival if you want.
Why not?
I could natural 20 it. I did not.
I mean, a 35 from Ophelia is not bad.
My sister
Yes.
and I often went camping
You-
ourselves.
You find a lot of information from your tracking that there were at least 3 people hiding in these bushes. One of them headed off, that they were vaguely human-sized. They had kind of soft shoes on, but you also just think, based on the space in which their feet were going, they are probably long gone by now. You could follow the direction they went in, but you'll probably won't catch up if they just keep running.
Well, and we don't want to leave the cart unattended.
Yeah, let's
And-
head back.
I mean, there's an old man and a frog
The
man,
dad.
or a mushroom man,
Mushroom.
and Benji's here.
Benji, what are you doing in the middle of the
Pick a fight this quickly.
I was told I was in the middle of magic class that I'm teaching, and someone told me your friends are in trouble. So I was like, no, they're not. They're gonna go. Good boy.
Oh my God!
And then-
Ophelia
and then-
comes up and gives him a hug.
I'm extremely warm. I'm like nice and like I smell like a smoky fire, like a nice warm fire.
Slightly
S'mores.
burnt, but also a little wet dog.
Oh wait, careful! And Ophelia kind of like covers her hat, and then she brings down her little. She has a Leshy rose familiar now, and so she kind of shows you the little baby, and she's like, "This is the baby Floribunda," and the little rose Leshy does like a little dance.
I start doing it,
Hat.
and then you see I have this like nice long dramatic cape, and I go, oh, let me show you this, and I jump around, do an awesome like little twirl, and I flash the cape. I have the cape of grand entrances, and I make this big old like ta-da, and you see like fake fireworks going off, and it says Benji the Magnificent right above my head. Oh boy.
Wow, that's so cool.
Even in the rain. Oh, Charlotte!
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
Charlotte, this is Benji. Benji, this is Charlotte. Benji was with us when we
We're
first in
Sunspires.
Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi, my name's Benji, the Besenji. I'm gonna be the world's best stage magician one day. Oh, and you seem like a really nice person. It's nice to meet you.
Yes, I'm Charlotte. I'm a professor. Well, was a professor at the Magambi for a while, and then I got staticked for a long time. But I'm back.
Oh,
Benji, give me a perception check with your good boy nose.
my good boy nose is doing a good sniff. Let's see what we get.
Oh,
Why the crits now?
So, on a crit again, you interesting combinations of smells from this new person you're meeting. There is the kind of earthy smell of that you've kind of associate with Anades. There's interesting kind of like textile smells mixed in there, like nice kind of well-made clothes. But two things you also do pick up from Charlotte. One, just the general smell of like chemicals and specifically stuff you've kind of learned through your education to associate with toxins and poisons. And one smell coming from her bag that doesn't smell like a liquid or like a potion or anything, but is just like a danger smell. Like you can't even put your finger on what it is. It just something in her bag is just ooh, little hairs on your back of your neck.
And my ears are a thing that dogs do, and then like they sense danger, they get all like weird and perk, and I'm just like eyes get really dilated. I'm like,
hi, nice to meet you. Are you dangerous?
I feel like a little paw hand.
No, I'm not. And Charlotte looks over at Avi and goes, am I dangerous?
I think we could all be considered dangerous in our own and very special ways. I mean, Benji just
I won't hurt you.
What's Igora doing, by the way, during all this?
Is just like fully spread out on the ground. Just like...
Are you okay? What happened? Where's Gamma?
Want to explain what's going on, bud?
Summons Gamma.
You don't have the same resistance to the summoning they did before, but there's still a little like tiny stab of pain and like static in your head when you summon Gamma.
All right, cool.
Okay. And it is just normal Gamma.
All right, see ya, Gamma. Sends him home.
The other one returns. No.
Charlotte does eventually, like, one of her sets of arms does, like, clasp yours and shake it in the most friendliest of way. And as soon as you feel her shake your hand, you get that total, like, oh, you're really nice. Because she just, in general, always gives people ease when she touches them. So she's like, don't worry about anything that's dangerous that I'm carrying around with me at this very moment. It's fine. It's fine. I work with toxins. I always carry things that kill people.
Oh, that's why I smell danger. You're covered in bad juice. The juice that's bad to drink.
Yes,
well, add that to the
anything
list.
That's in my bag, except for this. And she reaches in and just like with the other hand, just like reaches over and drops a vial onto Igor and go, drink that, please. You just get a random vial.
Whoa! Wait, wrong vial.
So you get the lesser elixir.
No. Wait, no, that was Fantasy D or WD-40.
Yeah, it's just the lesser elixir of life that you got.
Yeah, I'm just going to empty myself out first, and then I'll see if I need it.
Hey, you can keep one of those spell slots if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
You guys are probably gonna get it. Like, you guys actually technically are about to go to bed, so.
Yeah,
that is true.
Not that I'm gonna. Dragon.
We should also, not that I don't think it's very important that we, do things. And Charlotte, like, reaches over and very gently, like, looks at Igor and goes, do I have permission to lift you up so you're not...
Oh, I can... Igor just stands up and just, like, kind of shakes the mud off.
And she just see, like, one set of arms just, like, slightly twiddling, like, okay, how can I,
You're fine. It's fine. Family sucks. I have to murder them all. It'll be done later. It'll be okay.
Well, why didn't you say so? That I can help you with.
Yeah, I know.
I'm really good at making them disappear.
I was going to get Shazari to help me with some explosives, but yeah.
Ophelia. Give me a perception check.
Ophelia always gets
because you're standing next to the pile of dust.
Ew.
No, it's perfectly well. It was dry than the rain. You do notice shining a little bit there the kind of gold-colored medallion that was hanging from the guy's neck. It didn't get disintegrated along with the guy. His clothes actually were fine.
I guess I start reaching for it.
Yeah. It was kind of attached to a metal collar that at first glance looks like something you would put on like a slave or something. But you then notice it has a perfectly noble latch. It appears just ornamental of that. But the gold medallion is kind of odd. It's kind of flat. The shape is not exactly like properly made. It's like not symmetrical or anything. It's like someone just took a shiny almost gold colored metal, squished it with a seal to put a symbol on it, and then didn't care about what shape the actual thing was. It appears to have just an image of a long tree, not a long tree, a wide kind of branched tree. not like leaves or anything, like a tree with no leaves on it, just the shape of a tree.
Can I make a society check or
Yes.
an arcana check? Okay.
Or a religion check if you want. This could be something religious.
Religion, funny.
Yeah, all right. Society, you have never seen this before. It's not even close to anything you've seen before.
Okay, interesting.
In fact, just based on the look of the thing, it looks kind of new. Like not brand new. It's not shining and glistening like it came out of the forge, but
is this the symbol of your ex-cult?
It is not.
No, that's something different. I don't know. They probably got absorbed.
Absorbed?
Cults do tend to do that sometimes. They fluctuate.
Just because you now are cued onto his existence, Charlotte, because you're standing next to the other guy, you notice he had the exact same thing, except because it was just smushed metal, the shape of the kind of medallion is slightly different. Same symbol, though, on it. It's kind of like someone tried to do like a wax seal with metal. So, shape different, slightly, symbol the same.
Well, I grab one and put it in my bag.
If that wasn't Gamma, who was that then?
No idea. Told me I'm forgetting something. Probably am. Probably the same people who tried to drown me way back when, too. Yeah.
What?
Oh,
yeah, I didn't tell you about that.
About that?
No, people...
This happened a lot.
Yeah, there's been like a lot of people trying to kill me. I just kind of let it go.
Very forgiving.
Yeah. I get it.
That's terrible?
Yeah, it's fine. I deal with it. No one's done it. No one's gotten me dead yet.
You did not deal with it. You did not deal with it, Welton.
Yeah, well, you could at least have told us. We kind of have your back, so...
Are you guys walking back to camp at this point? You still haven't smelled? Okay.
I feel like Charlotte's being that person that's just like very slowly doing that, like with her arms, push, 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 push.
Come on, guys, come on.
All she's actually touching, but you can tell she's hurting.
Kids, we need to get through the museum by noon. Come on.
Well, I mean, you know, if you're having a problem with family, you know, there's other family that you can ask for help. I mean, these are bad guys, and I'm probably gonna keep getting news that you're in trouble, and I'm gonna have to keep making some promises to strangers, and I'm gonna have to keep
no!
What? I mean, they're not total strangers. I know, like, I know
Ikura just starts like
Mercedes then.
in their
Who's
eyes.
stranger? Benji, what's stranger?
It was a guy who runs a shop with magic, and he said that they said they could help me, and I just gotta scare away a cat, which I don't know what this cat is. I think that she said that. Right. Thank you, voice of God. She said that.
You know, I guess. I mean, I'm not really much of a cat person.
Overstays your life now, right, Ikura?
Where's my fucking dagger?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Benji.
Yeah.
With your good boy senses, did you sense that she was a good egg or a bad egg?
Well, she seemed really eager to help. So I think she's a good egg. But she needs me to.
Very specifically, the only smell you got from her was the weird and not altogether unpleasant smell of like slightly burnt sugar.
Yeah, she kind of smelled like when you leave a candy out in the sun too long.
Ooh, all
Yeah.
right.
She did kind of smell like that, didn't she?
She smelled like creme brulee.
Did anybody say
I
that?
mean, that's kind of what burnt sugar smells like.
I didn't say that. I don't know who said that.
Oh, you know her? You know her?
Actually, Benji, I think we met her together when we went to go see the Black Hat, that magic shop. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's the person. Yeah, I have a very bad attention span.
That is okay.
Squirrel.
So, can I ask, unless you're not allowed to tell us, what did you wager? What was the deal?
I had to. I think I'm allowed to speak about it.
Oh, yeah.
I had to scare away a cat.
That's not too bad. What cat?
I don't know. I think it was left vague on purpose. I think it's gonna be a really big cat, you guys.
Oh, so you haven't done it yet?
I don't think so. No, this is gonna bite me on my pretty butt.
I see. Well, if the cat
What god do I need to
tries anything and isn't scared, we'll help you scare it.
Okay.
Don't you owe Benji a nice big thank you for coming and helping and taking on this debt for us?
Will is
For
dying.
you? For you
No, this is
specifically?
Igara.
Because you wandered off? Got into trouble by yourself?
Avi?
Avi's voice just keeps getting
Avi?
higher and higher.
I
Yes.
didn't realize that such a
Oh.
small creature could be so goddamn smug.
Thank you.
You know what? Summons Gamma back. Gamma, diet's off. Go nuts. Someone sends Gamma back.
Oh, he's gonna
That's
eat a
not
bunch
very
of.
nice.
Gamma's gonna. You know,
Excuse me?
now begins the start of the Bat War.
That's just rude.
Summons Gamma back. Yeah, I know. That Igara said that if he did say that, not to actually, but it was just meant to be like a. Anyway, Gamma sends
I
Gamma away.
think perhaps we should all go to sleep. That will make everybody better. Benji, you are welcome to camp with us tonight. Of course.
Yeah.
You can bed down next to me, and you see a mushroom waving at you from inside the cart.
Lusty. Yeah, we'll get nice and cuddly. I hope you don't mind the smell of wet dog. If you do, I'll be dry in a few minutes.
I literally can't smell anything.
Perfect. And you
Yeah,
smell
we-
like a tasty
we
treat, but
know.
don't, I'm not gonna eat you.
You have actually met this Leshy around campus. He is a TA.
Oh, right. Okay.
He's our TA.
I've just been like super hardcore dedicated on teaching my stage magic class, y'all. It's just been, oh,
It's pretty good.
Fair enough.
I
Where
hear
have
it's
you been
great
teaching?
class.
Yeah, it's doing really good. It's doing really good. We're growing. There's a lot of new magicians in there that are trying to figure out the difference between casting an illusion spell and actually making an illusion.
That's amazing.
So
I'm real
fun.
proud
It's a
of you,
pilot
Benji.
program.
Aw.
We're bringing it back. It's gonna happen. We're gonna bring it back. Everywhere you see, it's gonna
Yes.
be people making doves appear. It's gonna be awesome.
Charlotte,
If
as
we-
someone who has been at the Magambia for a while, this sounds so strange to you.
like, what are they teaching those kids?
Again.
Again.
And Charlotte, you just hear Charlotte go, curriculum has really changed since I've been gone for like the 18th time.
Benji, why don't you show Charlotte one of your tricks?
Oh
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I get out a deck of cards, and with one hand I split the deck and I show a card, and like,
I can't see it. Do you know what card this is? Don't say it out loud. But do you see this card here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Commit it to memory. I'm not gonna look at it.
I cut the deck again, and then I take my hand out, and you know that long shuffle they do where the cards go from one hand to the other?
Uh-huh.
And as they just start moving one to the other, you see the cards in midair start to spin so fast, they seem to actually slow down in time. And then I do a backflip, throw the other cards around, grab one, throw it in the dirt. And I'm like, is that your card? And it should, in all theory, be your card.
Is it your card? Pick it up.
I almost want to say roll performance check.
Oh, by the way, I'm so glad you did that, because I have virtuosic performance. I get a +1 whenever I do magic at card tricks.
Oh.
I mean, technically, this is a
Am I
performance.
odd? Roll me some performance.
All right, now let's see if this is indeed your card. That's a 31.
That's a
Wow.
31.
Is indeed my card. Charlotte goes, ooh, it is. That's so nice.
Benji improved.
yeah, I'm learning my flair.
Ooh. If we ever make it back to the school, we should organize a student performance.
I'm
Your
sure they
students
would-
and my students. Let's do it.
Are you teaching them bard singing?
Yeah. That's what my classes are about, for sure, definitely.
Music is a kind of magic.
I
It's
mean,
true.
do they? And Charlotte just gets like very quiet for after saying that, and you can see she's just looking a
Charlotte,
little confused.
here. Igor just goes into their bag and just hands you like a stack of papers. It's the syllabus.
Oh, lovely, thank you. And she just takes it and just kind of like starts shuffling with it.
It is a trip.
Do they have a toxins class or a alchemical class still?
No, ever since the professor disappeared.
Yes, they've been holding the spot open for you.
Oh.
No one has had your kind of passion, so they haven't had someone who has been willing to dedicate their time to it. There is potions and alchemy classes, but there is no nice focused toxicology on the syllabus.
I guess that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Do you want to teach when you get back to the school?
I don't know. Probably. I really should, honestly speaking. I do like to influence young minds into the wonders that is toxic plants and alchemical bombs and different kinds of poisons mixed in together to create a brand new poison. It's really fun and interesting, but I also know that I left for a reason, and well, it doesn't matter. We'll get to that bridge and cross it when we get there. And you just see she's just like arms out wide and just kind of like goes back to looking at the syllabus.
Yeah, if we get there.
And on that note, you guys spend the rest of the trip back to Bloodsalt to pick up your students. I'm just going to check what it actually says, what your students have been up to.
Our baby!
Yeah. Hold on, let me check real quick
Making
here.
a mess of the place.
How long has it been? How long have we been on this trip? It feels like a year.
A couple weeks.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so while the heroes were away, the students have learned all they can for Bloodcell, and their research notes prevent lots of enlightening information. High Sun Mage Oyamba will surely be pleased with the decision to allow the heroes and their students to pursue field research so early in their academic careers. You guys head back to the Magambia, all ready to present your findings, tell the story of all this has happened. On the way, you guys spend so much time kind of absorbing the lessons you've learned and kind of just looking within yourselves that you all get to level 12. Woo!
Oh,
nice.
I showed up and I leveled up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know it.
You got the True Companions free feat that allows you to keep pace with the leveling of your party members, just like the Arch Nemesis feat that allows the villains to level along with the heroes. You guys pull in to the outskirts of Nantambu with your cart and everything. The city is still as it was, bustling and everything. As you guys kind of pass through the outskirts of the city into the city proper on the way to the Magambia, everyone feel free to give me a perception check.
One for me, one for Agate.
Perception.
Must did particularly good.
Now that I'm level 12, I'll take that 18 instead. Oh, I critically
You sure will,
failed.
bud.
Spicy.
Yeah, not great, but
All right. Let me just take a look. All right. So, yeah.
35.
Ophelia, because you are always trying to keep abreast of the pulse of the city, the thing, like anything new that's happening, you're the first person to spot this. You guys are passing through a square in the city. There is stalls set up for a market and everything. People are hawking their wares. But you also see one particular sort of kind of a large tent with a number of tables set up, and people are enjoying meals and everything, and some people are sitting at tables talking with people. And you notice that the tent itself is of kind of just a white fabric with some green lining, and you notice a number of people are wearing robes the same color as the tent, white with sort of a green lining. And then you see a flag hanging from the front of the tent with a symbol of a tree on it.
It's the medallion. They were wearing those robes. They were wearing the white robes with the green
as you're taking
fabric.
this in, you suddenly realize one of these people in these robes is walking up to you, and they have like a little pile of papers, and they kind of reach out to hand you one with a big smile on their face.
Can I make a perception check on this person?
Sure. 28. What are you looking for?
Do they see me? Are they? I mean,
this seems like a they have a very youth pastor energy about them.
Oh God.
No, not the Catholic Church.
I'm gonna kind of like just like look at what they're handing me, but not.
They seem to be handing you a it's kind of a brochure almost. It's though not folded like an actual brochure. It's like a sheet of homemade paper with some writing on it. At the very top, there's that kind of branching tree symbol again.
Okay.
It seems to be just text.
I like take out a handkerchief and I like take the paper from them.
The person kind of looks a little offended at this, but they say,
I'm sick. I don't want to get you sick. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's very kind of you. May the branches shelter you in their shade. And they turn and walk back to the tent, putting their arm around someone and in the little pad as they lead someone back into the tent and show them to a table where there's some like food sitting out. Do you want to look at the piece of paper?
Yeah, I don't like this.
So you see, it says the Order of the Enlightened Tree, and you quickly get the impression that this is advertising. It's not for a religion. They are not talking about gods or anything. They are talking about an organization, and it goes into like a metaphor about how when people come together, they are like the arms of a great tree that shelters people. And they talk about how while working together, we can take control of our own stories. And working together, we can steer our stories to a collective, better ending.
So a cult, basically.
Yeah, they're a cult.
They don't say anything about the heavens or gods or anything.
You don't have to be God-related to be a cult.
I see the gears in McKenna's head working.
Well, yeah. Can you give me that name one more time, Matthew?
Sorry, McKenna?
Can you give me that name one more time for me, Matthew?
Order of the Enlightened Tree.
The Order of the Enlightened Tree.
I don't like it. Get out of my town, man.
People seem to like them. They seem to be giving people free meals. They seem to be having pleasant conversations with people. They all seem like very well put together people. They don't look like horrifyingly, clean cut and sterile.
No skulls with like wax melting onto faces or nothing.
I mean, there seems to be a bit of like candle iconography around in certain parts of their stuff. They have like a placard here and stuff with candles on it, but they don't have candles dripping across their heads or anything. They all seem pretty kind of like ordinary people. The robes aren't super like nice or anything. It's not like, oh, this weird grassroots movement is suspiciously well funded. It's like pretty homemade kind of white robes and everything, but they just seem to be being helpful to the community and everything and being friendly.
And that's how they get you.
Perhaps we should unpack this once we get the students back to school.
Yeah, the students are very confused by this. They're like, oh, this seems nice. You guys want to... They seem to be offering a free meal. A few of them start climbing out of the cart.
like a significant look and just goes...
And they immediately get back in the cart.
Is there anybody? There's people bustling around, right?
Oh yeah, this is a busy. Like you guys are actually kind of starting to hold up traffic in this intersection.
So do I know anybody nearby?
Give me a perception check.
No.
No, you've still got this kind of cold trickle of like ice going down your spine after seeing this symbol. You're kind of distracted. You're just like, I'm uncomfortable.
This is Charlotte just like leans back towards Aura, I imagine, because she's like leading the cart right now. I imagine we've got one other cart for the amount of students we've picked up as well.
There was probably another cart back at the Blood Salt.
Ophelia, who comes
you also, on the way back, dropped off the grandfather back at the village.
We've switched people.
No, we took him.
He's like, am I coming to live at the school now?
And I go, is this This wasn't here the last time I was in town, but then again, I haven't come back here for 5, 6 years now? A while?
This is the cult. Hey, Benji, how many of those fireballs you got in you today?
I got maybe, I would
The
say,
card is
2
moving
more.
again.
2 more.
I know, Charlotte's just like, let's go.
Wait, Benji, do you know anything about this? You've been at town while we've been away.
I mean, maybe I'm asking
Give
the
me a
GM.
society check.
I actually have that.
Because mostly you're pretty absorbed with your studies.
He's
Unlike
staying within the
Unlike your
account.
first kind of few months at the Magambia, you haven't been sent off campus a lot anymore.
It's true. I've been kicking ass David Copperfield style. So that's going to be 31 society.
You have actually heard murmurs of this new kind of group that maybe in the last month has sort of popped up in town. You hadn't heard the name, the Order of the Illuminated Tree, but you just heard this new group in the town. They just seem like good citizens, so to speak. They are trying to bridge gaps between peoples in town and try and bring people together. It sounded a little weird to you at the time, but then someone made an endless stream of rabbits start coming out of their hat and you got distracted.
I'm going to say just that.
Yeah, they seem like, really nice people, a little suspicious, but then someone made a fountain of rabbits come out of the hat, and I had to change my priorities.
A rabbit pokes its head out of your bag, Benji.
You are really teaching your kids some fun stuff.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's about dreaming big and having fun. Everyone's like, oh, magic's gotta be so serious. You're doing it wrong. That's what I say. You're doing it wrong.
If it looks like a cult
possible.
and it acts like a cult, then it might just be a robot.
Plenty of things are
Sorry?
cults.
It's a
That
robot.
doesn't necessarily mean that they
What
have
is a
bad
robot?
influences on society. If they thought, for example, that you were still a member of the cult that, killed and ate people, you don't really talk about it a
We
lot.
didn't
but
really
it
eat
seems
anyone.
violent.
I mean, he does talk about it a lot,
It
just
was,
not
it was
specifically.
a lot of like ritual sacrifice.
It glosses the surface of the iceberg.
Well, I don't
So
wanna,
do you think
I
it's
don't wanna,
maybe
I don't want to
possible
destroy
that-
Avi's outlook on the world.
You could never.
Never
Do
say
you
never.
think it's possible that
Uh-oh.
this, we can call it a cult if you want to, that this
They're
group of
cult.
people are maybe just anti that Igora?
But that Igora
mean-
doesn't. That Igora wasn't a known entity. That Igora had no, that wasn't even like the name I was using. That wasn't even like the name I had at the time. Nothing should be attached to me. So
I mean, maybe it's like a future you.
yeah, maybe.
There's a lot of time magic that we all learn here.
There
Maybe you
is.
did something in the future, and it was super not good boy. And people are like, I'm gonna eat your face.
As you guys pull up to the bridges that connect Natambu to the Magambia, you do actually see a few, not specific ones that you know, but a few obviously Magambia staff very politely turning away some of these people in the white robes, who seem to take it very fondly. Like, "All right."
Good sense.
Yeah, you can see the staff, even after the people leave, are kind of very warily watching them go. But then they see you guys and like, oh, welcome back.
Look what we found. Points to Charlotte.
These are pretty younger looking staff members.
Oh.
They're like, Anadi aren't that rare.
Where's Teacher
This is
Hot?
very
Let's
special
go
enough.
find him.
And we will deal with what is waiting for you in campus next week.
Yes.
Mostly
So-
because I have to crack open the 4th book.
Thank you all
Yay!
so much for coming to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands AP. Join us next week as we ought to report to our superiors.
That's a good one.
Thank you. I appreciate that
If I
one.
get my teaching back or not.
PJ, thanks for joining us tonight. Why don't you tell our viewers where they can find you, what you're up to, etc. Whilst I look
Yeah.
for someone to raid.
Awesome.
Oh,
Thank you so
yeah.
much. I just have to double check my calendar really fast to make sure that, yes, that's indeed true. Okay. Hi, well, my name is PJ McGaw. I am the GM over at Nat 20 Productions. We have a show on Wednesday called Edge of Legends. Season 2 wrapped up about a month-ish or so, maybe 2 months ago. And we're going to be coming back with season 3 next Wednesday. So if you want to come check us out, we're going to be getting back to season 3 June 7th, 8 to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's another show that's in the works over at Nat 20, and I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say you best get ready to rumble. And I have a project I've been in the works with for Q Times for quite a long time. So if you like Guardians of the Galaxy and Firefly, you might like the Starfinder show that we have been recording for a little bit. So go check me out on Q Times. When that is done recording, come check us out next week for Nat 20 and the new projects. And I believe tomorrow, the Vampire the Masquerade podcast at Queen's Court Games is having a new episode release. So you can check that out on Spotify, Queen's Court Games, or on their YouTube. I believe eventually to listen to Tans, the All Night Society. I play, shocking no one, a himbo Bruja. So it's a lot of fun. It's good stuff, and we're coming back, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, go and you can also check me out all over the internet at pj.mcgaw, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm back on the Clock app. So come check me out on TikTok as well. My life is crazy, and more details on some of the new Mech Finder stuff when I'm done working on it, when everyone else is done working on it. So that's me. Thank you so much for having me.
I pray that it's Gundams. I pray that it's Gundams and not Power Rangers.
I will say this. It is Pathfinder in mechs, and there may or may not be some rules for Voltroning, but there's definitely gameplay for being your Gundam best life. You're gonna love it.
God, I'm so excited for that book, PJ. And thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode. Don't forget to check out our many other shows. We are doing a rerun of episode 1 of our new Wild West campaign, the Wild Ambition. You can check that out on our YouTube channel too at Tabletop Rolls. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. Tell us what you're most excited about for upcoming Pathfinder releases. We just had PaizoCon, so a lot of stuff got announced. Let us know in the comments down below. And now, as we were in the jungle, I think it's time for us to go get some emergency food. That's right, Karina's on, so we're going to go say hi to them. Thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.